What's up YouTube, it's your boy the Ol Drunken Geek, and in today's video I wanted to address the CW DC Universe shows. I've made another video defending, like a little rant, defending these shows, and I'm not gonna spend my time doing that in this video. This is for people who like those shows. It's understood that those shows are, not like the best shows, but hardcore fans that can stomach the type of soapy acting and, the long seasons that they have. This video's for us. This season, this year that just passed, because we're about to start a whole new season of all these shows. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the past seasons. Let's start with Arrow. Arrow had a really great first season, really good second season. Third season started to take a nosedive. Fourth season, flat out trash. Fifth season started to come back to basics. And this past season that just happened, they really feel like they've completed the course correction of Arrow, of his character, of the world around him. He's created a larger team. Even though the new Black Canary, there's like 2 Black Canaries, it's kind of weird. I didn't like how they introduced Julia Harkavy's Black Canary, the newer one with the staff and stuff. I didn't quite like how they introduced her, but her as a character, now that I can just get past how they introduced her and the fact that she's replacing Laurel, I've gotten accustomed to her now. And now, from the beginning, she's already there. From the beginning of the season, she's already there, and she's become a strong character. She got a really good arc this season with the Vigilante being her boyfriend or whatever, and being tied to how they both got their powers. Wild Dog got a really good arc this year. Diggle got a good arc this year. Curtis Holt got a really good arc this year. They all got really good arcs. As far as villains, the season 5 villain was really good. Prometheus tied into the whole mythos that they had already built behind Arrow. And this season's villains were really good. It's a bit of a misdirect. They started out with King James, and then they worked their way to Ricardo Diaz, which has become like one of their most terrifying villains on that show. It's mostly because of the actor. Yeah, that they had that one episode where they showed his childhood and filled in the colored in the blank parts of his character. It gave him a lot more depth, gave you a lot more knowledge about him. But the actor, man, he's just done so much with that character, and the fact that they haven't killed him off at the end of the season, he's gonna carry on to the next season. That's all cool stuff, and I'm just happy that Arrow is back to being just a gritty crime drama. Even though the Green Arrow character is not really a gritty crime drama type of guy in the comics, he's like, I would say more like, he's obviously a vigilante, but he's a lighthearted vigilante compared to Batman. But also, I like his stories when he's more like international spy type stuff, which there is some of that in Arrow. But as far as the show is concerned, as far as, they're in their own universe, which the DC can do. There's 52 of them, why not? And if you believe it's only 52, it's probably infinite. As many things as they've released. Infinite DC universes, parallel universes. I'm glad that they've brought the show back to its basics, and I'm just looking forward. I'm excited for this season coming up, because they've introduced the Longbow Hunters. Only verbally, they haven't showed who those are. And that's a very important story for Green Arrow as far as I know. They're probably going to do what they always do and mix smash characters. I believe the original Longbow Hunters, Shadow was one of them, and she already passed in the show, spoiler alert, as if you guys don't already watch the show. Or maybe they'll bring her back, man. What if they bring back Shadow or her twin sister, What if the twin sister wasn't even a twin sister? It was Shadow somehow survived, got injected with Mirakuru or something, I'm just happy to have Arrow back, make Arrow great again, and they did, and I'm glad. I want to see what happens in this season. Oliver's in jail, he's gonna have to fight his way out of there. That's gonna be all cool. That being said, the contrast to Arrow this season has been Flash. Let me have a drink to that, boy. This has been the worst season of Flash so far. What I can appreciate about this show right now is that they finally finalized the Caitlin Snow character into a more action character. That's one thing that I liked about this show. And I can appreciate the direction that they try to take it in. Because the first half of this fucking season is just complete and utter trash, y'all. It is bad. It's trifling. It is just... They introduce, you know, the elongated man character, which compared to comic books, it almost feels like they fused the elongated man and the plastic man character and made it into one character for the show. And they try to turn it into like a goofy, full-out comedy, and it didn't work. They kind of salvaged the season toward the, you know, the third end of the season. Actually, once they kill Ralph Dibny off, it gets a lot better. And it's not because of the actor, because I found the character and the actor were charming on their own and stuff. Somehow, it didn't work into the Team Flash dynamic. Perhaps they can move him off to Legends of Tomorrow or something like they did with Wally this season, who actually, I do have some things to say about Wally as well, but I'll finish with Elongated Man first. I don't know if moving forward, he's gonna be a great addition to the team. I do feel like he should go to another show. I don't want to kill him off because the character by himself is so funny and so charismatic. It just has moved the show in a completely different direction. Maybe they can move the character back into a more neutral position, and you know, he can work with the show. Especially now that Harry Wells is gone, which is another big thing that they got rid of him. You know, maybe he come back because he just went to another universe. Apparently he lost his intelligence, which is, you know, kind of his superpower. But yeah, man, I was bummed to see how trash this season got, because their villain was actually a good challenge for Barry, seeing as he was like super smart and he planned everything ahead. You can be as fast as you want, but if everything you're gonna do is already planned out before you even can react to it, there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? And that's a great foil for Barry's power. And it's not another speedster. It was 3 seasons of speedsters, you know. Season 1 of Flash, arguably to me, one of the best first seasons for any superhero show. I would even put that against like Daredevil and shit. I wouldn't say it's better than Daredevil, but it's almost up there. It's a different format, and if you don't like the format, I can understand that. But to me, that first season of Flash was amazing. Second season, it was not as good. It was still okay. It was still pretty okay. I didn't quite like how it ended and stuff like that, but it was still very passable. Third season was just like third season of Arrow. That's when it really started to really tank. And that season was trash. But this fourth season is just like a whole new level of trash. It is just bad. But as far as Wally West is concerned, I was really disappointed in how his character went. Because when they introduced him, I was like, okay, he's gonna be like, you know, Ginger Wally West from the comics and stuff. Problem is, the actor doesn't really have that about him. Like, he's not funny like Wally West is in the comics. He doesn't have that quippiness about him. Everything else about Wally West, I guess, is fine. I mean, there's not much except for the quippiness and, you know, the fact that he's smart. So, there was already somebody in the team that took over that spot for Wally, and that was Cisco. Cisco has all the quips. Cisco has the attitude of Wally. So that's one thing that bummed me out. And I was glad to see Wally go to Legends of Tomorrow because, yeah, you know, just like how I feel about Elongated Man, I felt like his character was also good, but not good in the team. It felt like he was all more about drama, the whole thing with Jesse Quick and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, I'm disappointed that Wally never got to be comic book Wally in the show. But fuck it. This is, like I said, a different universe, and you know, he can go on. He's on Legends of Tomorrow and stuff. That's fine. This new season coming up, I have high hopes for, because by the third end of season 4, it felt like they kind of were starting to finally find the tone, find their footing to where the show is gonna go moving forward. And I'm really like excited to see what season 5 is gonna be. Hopefully they course correct it like Arrow did, and perfect. We can move along and just get through it all. That's all I got for The Flash. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like. Yeah, man, you guys can check us out, Dropping Loads, Ol Drunken Geek on Instagram. And yeah, man, that's all I got for today. ODG out.